Hello and welcome back to another NihongoGamer video. It's been a while since I made the previous video, and to be honest, I've been super busy. Honestly, IRL has been swamping me like mad, and I've been waiting until I had a chance to finally get back to the channel, and so much stuff happened while I was away. I made a new channel. It's called NihongoGamer Clips, so if you're interested to go and check that out, basically, it's like a lot of other people who've been making clips channels. This channel, NihongoGamer, has become everything that I want to make a video about just becomes a video. And as a result, people who came to see drawing can't find videos about drawing because there's all fighting games. And people who came to find fighting games can't find fighting game stuff because I've moved on to Final Fantasy. And people who came to see Final Fantasy are like, you don't play Final Fantasy anymore. It's like, well, I just haven't had time. And so basically, the channel has become like unboxings and video games, but also like drawing and tablets and reviews. And it's so lost, and I kind of understand what it's like because I also watch a lot of YouTube, and when I watch other people's YouTube channels, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to see you actually drawing, I just want to see you reviewing a device. So it's just, I don't want to see you actually playing the game, I just want to hear you talking about the game, and you get this idea in your mind of what you want people to do on their channel. And I feel the same way about my own channel. I look at my own channel, I'm like, I'm so confused. What is going on with this channel? So something we're going to be trying is this. It's a clips channel. What's going to happen is it's going to be clips from the Twitch streams that I do, which is usually playing some sort of fighting game or any other kind of game. And then mostly, I want to do just that on this channel. So clips from the live stream. And ideally, like there's a clip here that's like 3 minutes long, but ideally I want all the clips to be like at most a minute or a minute and a half long. And sometimes, 30 seconds, stuff like that. So I'm quite excited about that. If you want to be one of the first subscribers to the NihongoGamer Clips channel, go ahead and click the link. I'll put a link in the description box as well. Click subscribe, and hopefully we can just put all of the funniest moments, because you don't want to watch like a 25-minute video just for that one bit that you think you remember me saying something about. It's like, actually, we can just send people to the Clips channel and go, hey, you remember last time when I was talking about like how I hold my arcade stick? That was literally only a 30-second discussion. We'll put that on the Clips channel. Next thing that happened while I was away, new character came out for Them's Fighting Herds. I'm quite excited about this. Now, the thing is, I really like this game, but the truth is I actually haven't played all the characters yet. I think I've played 2 characters. I've played Oleander and the cow. I can't remember the name of the cow. Arizona. I played Arizona and I played Oleander, but I haven't played Velvet, Paprika, Pom, Tianhua, or Shanty. And so I'm quite excited about Shanty because it's the newest character, but the truth is I'm quite excited about all the characters because I haven't played like any of them. And I can't remember exactly when Shanty was released, but it was during the time when I wasn't able to make videos. So hopefully in a future Twitch stream or maybe a NihongoGamer video, we'll be trying out this character. So look forward to that coming in the future. Also happened while I was away, like King of Fighters 15 has gone crazy with the trailers. What seemed like, okay, we're getting a first look at KOF 15 has turned into more of a like development blog. So instead of going like, whoa, check out this one big trailer which is going to show how amazing the game is going to be, it's going to be amazing. Instead it's more like, this is what character 1 looks like, this is what character 2 looks like. And if there are actually going to be like 40 to 50 characters like KOF 14, then I think we can expect a character trailer pretty much every week until the release of the game, until they've done a trailer for every single character. And I think if that's actually true, we can expect this game to come out probably like New Year's Eve of 2021 or maybe early 2022. Though I think on the trailers, most of the time, the trailers do end by saying that they're going to release the game at the end of 2021, and it's getting really dark. Hold on a second, let's turn up the light. One thing I want to say about these trailers for King of Fighters is that some of them really do get me hyped about the game. I'm like, wow, King of Fighters 15 is going to be amazing, and it's going to be like different to KOF 14, because let's face it, if it's not different to KOF 14, then it's like, what's the point of releasing KOF 15? Probably the biggest thing is that they have changed a lot of the visuals, and some of these characters look fantastically, like way better than they used to before. Andy looks significantly better. Chizuru, I don't think she's been in a KOF game for a while. Kyo looks fantastic. I really like the look of Kyo. I really like the look of Iori. Most of these characters look significantly better than they did in KOF 14. Though, like the most recent character, King, they released this trailer like yesterday or the day before, and it was like, she looks very similar to her version in KOF 14, but with less detail. Like if you check out the frills on her shirt, there's actually fewer folds in the frills. So it's just generally like it's been updated to the KOF 15 style, but actually, in terms of detail, she's actually less detailed than her model in KOF 14. Whatever. The point is, it's interesting that the way that they're releasing these videos is not traditionally how you would expect trailers for a video game. Usually it's like, look at this thing you've never seen before, oh my god, and it's super hype. With KOF 15, it's more like, it feels to me more like a development blog. Like, check out this game that's still in progress and watch how it keeps getting better. And every time we release trailers, like, the effects are getting a little bit better, or the shading's getting a little bit better, or the characters have a little bit more detail. But then every now and then there's a character who has a little bit less detail. And so I don't know exactly what they're trying to do with it, but it's interesting that it's a different approach to releasing trailers to how you might expect, like, up until now for video game trailers. So new characters coming out KO 15, and it means that we get constant stuff to talk about, because I think content creation is a really important part of getting people excited about the game. If there was no YouTube and you just made a new fighting game, it could potentially probably flop, just because the genre is so niche, and because there isn't an arcade scene anymore, it's entirely possible that just the game would be, I don't want to say dead, but games can die quite quickly when there's no one playing online. And I think SNK really understands that getting people talking about it, even if it's not like super hype or anything, as long as there's a constant feed of information coming out about the game, people will consistently talk about it. And if people are consistently talking about it, then people know about this game when it comes out, and then hopefully there will be a large player base to keep this game fun and interesting for as long as possible, because that's like the worst thing when you're really excited about a game and it comes out and then like it dies almost instantly because people didn't like continue talking about it. But like if they can get a conversation going about this game for a whole year before the game comes out, I think they're probably onto a winner, even if it looks terrible. But it doesn't look terrible. It looks pretty good. The other big thing that happened about KOF 15 in terms of news that was quite exciting is a tweet about the game. You can see here on this tweet from Yasuyuki Oda, from I think he's producer on KOF 15, or developer or producer. Great to see lots of passionate SNK Rollback fans, so they're very conscious of what is important to the Western audience when it comes to the fighting games that are coming out from Japan. You will be happy to hear that we have been working hard on an internal, that's quite scary, rollback solution for KOF 15. And as I gather, one of the things that's quite difficult about rollback is that even though the concept seems like you could just drop it into any game, all the games, especially that have been in development for years up until now, and the conversation has only really started to get quite viciously like put rollback in everything, like in the past year or year and a half, and especially because of stuff that happened with, the virus outbreak. Putting rollback into games may not be a drag and drop solution, and so it seems like probably if you're working in a certain engine that you created yourself, or you're working in Unreal Engine 4, maybe you can't just take GGPO, which is, just code, and just drop it into your game. You've got to figure out how to implement the same system, but in your engine that you're using. Whatever the reason is, they have decided to do rollback themselves instead of paying someone else who's done it before to make it for them. At least we know that they intend to put rollback into KOF 15. So that's exciting. And I find it very hard to believe that they would give up on rollback after making a tweet like this. It's exciting. Another game with rollback, and probably coming at the tail end of 2021. I mean, it's just a guess, but that's what I'm thinking. Speaking of rollback, check out another game that's coming out with rollback netcode. Now, it was in a magazine. I don't have the magazine here, but I went out and bought it. It's like the Type Moon magazine, and it has manga in it. It talks about Fate Grand Order and all that, and also Melty Blood, because they are doing a reboot of the anime, which is originally a visual novel, but the anime is being rebooted, and the anime is called Tsukihime. If you've never heard about this game before, we actually played this on stream a long time ago. It's in the archives somewhere, and I might post some footage right now so that you can see. We did play some Melty Blood, but I never actually played it online, and I never played it again after that one stream. So I am very curious to see more about this game, because I know that it has a very passionate fan base, and I'm also really passionate about playing. I'm not passionate. I'm also really excited about playing this game because it's the same development team that made, well, it's the same company that made Under Night In-Birth. So they were quite famous for making this game, Melty Blood, and they're also quite famous for making their own game, Under Night In-Birth, and they've also made Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax. So I'm a big fan of the way that these games feel. It's the company French Bread, right? Even though Multi Blood is quite a vertical game, there's a lot of air dashing and jumping. I'm told. I don't even really play the game very much. When they went to make their own game, Under Night In-Birth, they were just like, okay, well, it's going to be a more grounded game. And if you've played a lot of Under Night In-Birth yourself, or if you've been watching Under Night In-Birth's content on this channel, you'll see like it's not a super jump heavy game like plenty of other anime fighters. You do spend a lot of time on the ground, and in order to do things quite quickly, like to jump in on your enemies, you use things like Assault, which is a sort of short hop, very similar to what you might get in something like King of Fighters. Anyway, not going to talk too much about this because I didn't play a lot of Melty Blood, but it does look really exciting. I did start watching the anime like months ago, but I was watching it while cooking, and you know when you try to do something at the same time as watch an anime, you just never really get into it. Like I really think the only way to get into an anime is to just sit and watch the anime. Don't do anything else at the same time. Don't play fighting games. Don't whittle around on your guitar. Don't cook dinner at the same time. Just sit and watch the anime and give it your full attention, because they worked hard on enjoying it. You may as well work hard and pay attention to watching it. And it wasn't written in the announcement of the game, but there was an interview right after the announcement of the game in the same magazine, and they're like, are there any cool features about the game that you'd like to say that are different to previous Multi Bloods? And Kamone, developer on this game, he goes, well, it's got rollback. I thought that was quite funny. It's like, he could have said anything else about the game, about the systems, how the battle system's going to be different, the character's going to be different, the graphics are going to be different. Like, anything different to the previous Multi Blood? It's got rollback. Wink, wink. We know that you want it. That's probably the most exciting thing. Being able to play a French bread game officially on rollback, because a number of people have hacked rollback into French bread games before, but I think, one, French bread's not too keen on that, and two, I just haven't played any of them. So it's really exciting for me to be able to play a French bread game with rollback. I'm just really curious to see how that's going to be. I'm sure it's going to be great. Speaking of rollback, wow, it's just rollback news day today. I bought this game on the Steam winter sale, hoping to do a stream, but I haven't had a chance to actually play it because, again, got so busy, wasn't able to stream, wasn't able to make videos, wasn't able to like basically do anything. But we're back in business. I'm ready to jump back on Twitch, do a stream, and I really want to try this game, Rivals of Aether, or Rivals of Aether, don't know how it's pronounced. I don't know how to best describe this game, but it is a platform fighter, and so the closest thing, if you've never seen a platform fighter, is that it's like Smash Bros, basically. But the characters are completely different. I assume that the battle system's quite different. I think the controls are also quite different. You can actually play this on a keyboard. It looks like it's a lot of fun, and more importantly, apparently, people who are fans of this game have been waiting for rollback netcode for quite some time, and there's a little announcement here saying that they plan for rollback, an open beta, to be ready for summer 2021. So another game with rollback that we can look forward to play. You know what? I think of all the things that I covered today, all of them involve rollback netcode, which is super exciting because it's a French bread game. You know how much I love French bread games. King of Fighters, you know how big a fan I am of King of Fighters. Them's Fighting Herds, big fan of the game, but I haven't had a chance to play a whole lot of it recently. And a game I've never played before, Rivals of Aether, also with rollback netcode. Finally, we can get rid, just delete all the games on my hard disk that don't have rollback netcode. I'm looking forward to it. Are you looking forward to the rollback netcode games coming out this year? Let me know. The point of this was not to talk about rollback netcode. The point of this was to talk about all the stuff that's been happening while I've been away. Mainly, please go and subscribe to the NihongoGamer Clips channel. I'm planning to also make like a drawing channel. I'm also making, I think maybe I might actually make a separate channel for like fighting game content as well. I haven't decided how it's going to be. So for now, basically, there are two channels, NihongoGamer and NihongoGamer Clips. There's a vlog channel as well, but I haven't updated that for a long time. And I'm not really into vlogging so much anymore. So I don't know if I'll be continuing the vlog channel. But then again, maybe I will review. Maybe I will revive the vlog channel. Anyway, wanted to talk about all of the stuff that happened while I was away, and it turns out everything that happened while I was away was rollback netcode related, except for this. This is just a new character, but it's a rollback netcode game, so I'm excited. Leave a comment below if you've got anything to say about all the stuff that I covered today. I'm not planning on doing news updates all the time, but then again, who knows? Maybe I'll get into making more news videos. This has been a lot of fun, just chatting and talking about the news. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the NihongoGamer Clips channel, and I will see you all in the next NihongoGamer video.